Chapter 2, Mishnah 2. The Mishnah continues to list the parts of a corpse that transmit tuma through ohel. A revius of blood that comes from a corpse, or a revius of tevusha blood, i.e. blood that began flowing from a person's body before he died and continued flowing after he died, transmits tuma through ohel, only when the entire revius came from one corpse. But if this amount of blood came from two corpses, it does not combine to be considered a full revius and does not transmit tuma. But Rabbi Akiva says even if the revius of blood comes from two corpses, it transmits tuma. Another dispute regarding the tuma of blood. If all the blood of a small one, i.e. a dead fetus, came out of its body, Rabbi Akiva says that the blood transmits tuma, even through ochel in any amount, i.e. even if it is less than a revius. This is because all the blood of the entire body is considered significant, and is not subject to the revius minimum. But the sages say that in this case as well, the blood must measure revius in order to transmit tuma. Having taught the law of blood of a corpse, the Mishnah now focuses on the corpse itself, addressing cases where it decomposed or was burned. Regarding a kazayas of worms that emerged from a decomposed corpse, whether the worms are alive or dead, the law is as follows. Rabbi Eliezer rules that the worms are tame, like the flesh of a corpse, since the worms developed from the flesh. They too are considered flesh, and can therefore transmit tuma even through ohel. But the sages rule the worms are tahor, because they do not consider the worms to be like the flesh of the corpse. Regarding the ash of burned corpses, Rabbi Eliezer says it transmits tuma as long as it measures a quarter kav. Rabbi Eliezer considers the ashes to be like the bones of a corpse. Thus, as with bones, a quarter kav of ashes transmits tuma, but the sages rule it tahor, because the ashes are seen as having no connection to the corpse at all. More than a lading full of grave dust, corpse dust mixed with plaster is tame. This is because we assume that a bit more than a ladle full of grave dust contains a ladle full of corpse dust, which transmits tuma, as we learned in the previous Mishnah. But Rabbi Shimon rules grave dust tahor because the corpse dust is mixed with plaster and is not pure. A ladle full of corpse dust that was kneaded with water is not considered connected with regard tuma. Therefore, in order for the kneaded corpse dust to transmit tuma through ohel, the entire ladleful must be in the ohel. If, however, some of it is outside the ohel, it does not transmit tuma to items in the ohel.